It should be good now.
Okay. Really, what I guess I'm looking for is, as we try to proceed forward with the acquisition of the property for the next corporate park, seeing if there's a need to actually finance any part of it. The proposed acquisition price is $1,070,000, and we have the ability to purchase that without financing, which would be my suggestion that we do. I think it's going to take some time to pull this park off, and financing any part of it, while we could definitely get the financing, that interest expense will start to add to the total cost of that park, and it's going to be pretty tough to, when we're not getting any real return on CDs or anything like that now with that money, we definitely aren't going to receive, we're not going to make in the money market what we're going to have to pay in interest on a mortgage for the property. So I do not yet have agreements from the municipalities on any sort of cost share or anything like that for the park. So we're not there yet, but we're going to be creeping up on the time frames we had within that, with the acquisition of the property. So at this point, and obviously material prices and all that, I don't even know if the build out now would, if our existing feasibility study, how much that's been impacted by this, because it's probably a year old now, or near a year old. So I guess what I'm looking to do is we're not going to get, I don't think we'll get to that part where we'll have met all of the contingencies. But I'm still interested in moving forward with the purchase of the property. And the question would be to the finance committee: are we okay financing it out of our own cash balance, which we have the ability to do? We have roughly $3.8 million so we'd be taking out less than a third, about 25% of that or so.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Roughly 25% of that would be utilized to acquire the land. But again, I think with the minimal interest
Recording
rate,
stopped.
My apologies. I don't know what's going on.
Recording in progress.
With the minimal amount of interest we're receiving on our money markets and CDs, and versus the interest we'd have to receive, or we would have to pay on a mortgage, my suggestion is to just pay for it out of our own cash, but love any input from the two of you.
Oh, this is Bill. My impression was that we were actually going to be financing this ourselves.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it seems to me like that would be the prudent thing to do at this time. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It doesn't make sense to incur any kind of transaction costs and pay more interest than you'd be saving or earning on CDs. So yeah, 100% agree with what you're saying. And it's not a permanent decision either. If at any time in the future you needed to or wanted to recommend taking out a loan or refinancing, you could always, you're reserving that option at any point in the future. So it makes all the sense in the world to me.
Okay. That is all I had.
All right. Well, I think that was easy enough.
Yes. I can't imagine Janice would have anything in opposition with that.
I'll follow up with her, but I would imagine not, because Bill, you're right. I think we have talked about it in executive session doing that, but I just hadn't, actually had the finance committee say, yeah, that seems the prudent thing to do. So now we have that.
Yeah, very good.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks you guys, and so long.
Yeah. All right.
Good day.
Okay. Yeah. Bye-bye.
All right.